Try to imagine a life without having ever stepped foot into a classroom, without the opportunity to learn or even hold a book in your hands. It's hard to imagine a life without having to remember something you've been taught or without the ability to learn something new. We often take our education for granted, but in Zambia, education isn't free, causing a cycle of extreme poverty that is robbing millions of vulnerable children of their childhood and their dreams. These children are experiencing some of the worst forms of injustice imaginable, with no way to escape.
I was born in the family of 7. My mom died and my father also died, and we went to the village to stay with our grandmother. After a few years, my grandmother also died and my brothers also passed on. Even today, I still have that pain because it is not easy to live alone without someone who is daring to you as a family to share with the problems, what I feel, what I think, what I'm passing through. It was not easy for me. I was worried where to find shelter, clothes and shoes and everything, food. I was much worried about that because I didn't know where to go. Then after that, someone came to come and pick me up and started working as a maid. When you are working as a maid, whatsoever the owner of the house said, you just follow. You've got no options because those people, you are under them. You are like a slave to them.
No child should be left alone in the darkness without options for a brighter future. We believe education is every child's right, and we are passionate about fighting to end extreme poverty. Since 2003, we have worked with local leaders to rescue the poorest and most vulnerable children who are trapped in abuse and oppression. We have seen how a quality education reduces the spread of HIV and AIDS, stops child marriage, and empowers youth to stand up for themselves. At African Vision of Hope, our vision is for every child and family in Zambia to be released from extreme poverty and have the ability to fulfill the purpose that God has for their lives. We start by finding placement for children in one of our 5 schools and educating the next generation. Next, we make sure every student is equipped with what they need to be successful: clean water, a nutritious meal, medical care, spiritual mentoring, and for some, a place to call home. Finally, we empower our students to be leaders in their communities and the voices of change that Zambia desperately needs. After graduation, our students go on into secondary education and become doctors, lawyers, and teachers. Your generosity is changing these children's lives and leaving a legacy that will impact generations forever.
When I found a place in African Vision of Hope as a boarding school, I felt joy in my heart. Now I am in grade 10, and when I finish my education, I want to become a nurse. That is my dream.
For every story like Mary's, there are hundreds more waiting for their opportunity to sit in a desk. But our classrooms are full. These children are out of options. But you can change this. Your investment today will educate the future of Zambia. Are you ready to illuminate the world and end extreme poverty? The time is now. Join us today and let their light shine.